I'm out here at Chapel Lakes in Montgomery today, and I'm going to show you exactly what this community feels like. Plus, we'll walk one of the model homes so you can really see the layouts. And real quick, if you're even thinking about Montgomery or new construction, shoot me a message. I'll send you pricing, incentives, and what's actually available today. If you're relocating or you're just tired of neighborhoods where you can high-five your neighbor through the window, Chapel Lakes might be your move.
Chapel Lakes sits off FM 2854, quiet, tucked in, and only minutes from the core Montgomery conveniences. This is a D.R. Horton neighborhood with homes typically in the mid 300,000s to the upper 400,000s. You'll see floor plans between about 1,600 and 2,700 square feet, plus a good mix of 1- and 2-story layouts. D.R. Horton builds pretty consistently across Montgomery, so if you've toured any of their other communities, you'll feel right at home here, but with a little more space between the houses compared to some of the denser builds in the area, as well as some different elevations such as more of a farmhouse exterior. One of the biggest reasons buyers are starting to look at Chapel Lakes is the balance. The prices are pretty forgiving when compared to other master plan communities, and you still get that solid Montgomery ISD school zoning. You get quiet suburban living without feeling isolated, which is the sweet spot for most relocation buyers moving into Montgomery County.
All right, let's head inside one of the model homes so you can see how these floor plans actually live day to day. This is one of the floor plans D.R. Horton builds out here. Let me show you a few things people always ask about.
The vibe here is peaceful, granted it is still being built. There's not going to be any massive theme park amenity center, no HOA trying to schedule monthly festivals, just ponds, sidewalks, and breathing room. The community leans towards simplicity and space instead of over-the-top amenities. Perfect if you value calm over crowds. You're about a 10 to 12 minute drive from I-45, 15 to 20 minutes from Lake Conroe, and roughly 20 minutes to the Woodlands. Daily errands are easy with the 105 corridor just a short drive away. With all that out of the way, let's get to looking at this beautiful home.
This is the part everyone cares about, the kitchen and living space. And yes, every single buyer asks the same 3 questions: storage, counter space, and where the heck my coffee machine goes.
Open concept layouts are standard here. Kitchens flow right into the living room with clear sight lines. And you can just soak in all this natural light as we head to check out the primary bedroom. In these floor plans, the primary suite tends to stay well separated from the secondary bedrooms, which buyers relocating from out of state always appreciate.
This is one of those layouts where the bedroom isn't fighting with the bathroom door or a weird hallway angle. It actually feels intentional.
Most of the primary bathrooms are going to include double sinks, decent closet space, and walk-in showers or tub shower combos depending on the plan. This model has a separate standalone shower and soaking tub. I was actually told that this is a new model of bathtub that they're putting in. It's really wide and deep, and it has a nice seat and armrests. I absolutely love this light oak colored cabinets. These are also in the kitchen, which we'll go take another peek at in a moment here. But first we have to check out the closet, always my favorite room in a house. And this one is very spacious. I would personally put 2 rows of shelving, which you could easily make that change if you were the owner of this home. I have to say too, I love the color choices in here. Usually I'm not a gray person. I'm not big on the cooler colors, but in this home they incorporate grays, tans, all kinds of different colors and textures, and of course this is a model home, but it just brings everything together and makes the space feel really warm and inviting. But time to check out the kitchen once more. I personally love the way this home is laid out. There's a lot of new builds now that are just one big great room, where it's kitchen and then dining space and living space all stacked. But in this one, it's kind of got a triangular feel where the dining space is off to one side, carved out so it's partitioned into its own space, but the kitchen is still open to the living space. This would definitely be my coffee bar, but I have to give you guys a little peep inside these cabinets. Again, this light oak, beautiful color, and extended 42-inch cabinets. I love the white island. You'll see quartz or granite depending on the series and upgrades. Other features you'll see here is 99% of D.R. Horton homes come with appliances, which not all builders do. This right here is a 4-burner gas range. Gas is sometimes a luxury. You don't see it in every community. The pantry is actually really good space, especially for families if you like to stockpile some food. I actually think the cabinet space is better than you normally see at this price point. Definitely spacious enough to store everything. I love the super deep stainless steel farmhouse sink. Here's just another view into the living space. By the way, this is called the Texas Cali floor plan. It's 1,800 square feet. Prices range between about $330,000 to $340,000.
If you want a yard you can manage without devoting every Saturday to yard work, this is that zone.
This here has a beautiful covered patio. This is actually 2 lots, so you have to imagine a fence between these 2 homes. But let's head in and check out the rest of the house. Most of these plans open up with clean, simple foyers, not too tight, but no wasted space. The natural light is usually solid since they prioritize big front windows. You can even see the windows in the front door lighting up this foyer really nicely. Coat closet. Even though we are in Texas, you sometimes will need a coat. Off this way you have your laundry room. Again, no wasted space. You have your washer, dryer, and some shelving. Secondary bedrooms run comfortably sized in this community. Nothing oversized, but definitely not the closet with a window situation you see in some starter homes. If you need a guest room, an office, a workout room, or a kid zone, these floor plans don't make you choose. I want to mention too, D.R. Horton typically runs steady incentives. They are a big builder, so they have the ability to offer things like rate buydowns, closing cost assistance, quick move-in options, of course. So depending on your timing, it can shave a huge chunk off your monthly payment, taking advantage of some of these incentives. Something small that I really love about this floor plan is that these 2 spare bedrooms are right near the front of the home and are connected in the middle by a bathroom. Not physically connected, but there's a bathroom in between them, I should say. But if you have, say, an aging parent that's living with you, like a multi-generational situation, maybe a teenager who wants a little bit more space or privacy, or just a guest area / guest suite, this area of the home, like I said earlier in the video, is separated from the primary suite and the main living space of the house. So it's really nice privacy. That's just a feature that lots of times people overlook the importance of, but it kind of keeps the noise down, the privacy at maximum. It's just a really nice thing to have. So funny story, but in my intro, and you'll see again in my outro, I mentioned that I was going to be showing you one model home. That was a false alarm. I'm actually going to show you both. So we're heading inside the larger of the 2 homes now. The reason that I wasn't planning on this is because I visited this community on 2 different days. The first day, the power was actually out. They had an issue where they had the electricians there. It was really interesting because I was trying to get some footage in a darker home. Even though these homes are super well lit and it looked good enough, I decided to come back a second day when all the lights were on to give you guys the best view of everything possible. And on day 1, only the first model was open, but here on day 2, I lucked out and I was able to tour the second one as well. So this is a little treat. We get to look through this 2-story model. This, I believe, is the largest floor plan they have, and this is absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to show you guys. Another amazing pantry. This is standard in D.R. Horton homes. And I have to point out my absolute favorite feature of this home. This is really hard to find. I don't know what you call it, but this extended bar of cabinets. There's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 cabinets, and this is all unobstructed counter space. What I mean by that is there's no sink or stove or anything chopping it up. I could see having family over and friends and having that be like a bar where you serve food, kind of like assembly line, potluck style. I am obsessed. And this is one of those floor plans where the whole great room is one big room, but they did this very tastefully. So you walk through the kitchen right into the dining space, which then trickles right into the living space. And similar to the first model we looked at, this is actually a double yard, so don't get your hopes up. It's not this big of a yard. There normally would be a fence partition, but there is a huge covered patio, perfect for grilling or entertaining.
And here's the thing, the value in Montgomery stays strong because people actually want to live here. It's not one of those build it and hope someone shows up type of areas.
All right, next up is the primary suite, and it is a beauty. This is a large bedroom. It's actually long and narrow, so perfect space to have a long dresser like they have here in the model against the one wall. I personally would do like a seating area, maybe a couple of chairs, a table, like a reading nook. And then into the primary bath, you again have your separate soaker tub and standalone shower. But some DR Horton models, actually it's getting a lot more common now that they have what's called a super shower, where this entire wall would be a shower with a rainfall shower head and a handheld. That's really cool too, but I am a bathtub girl, so this would be my choice. Also love the white subway tile that they chose. Of course, you have your dual sinks. The layout in the space in this bathroom is really nice. Similar closet to the first model that we saw. This is really deep and spacious. Again, you could add your own shelving units. You could raise these rods so that you have double the space and stack the clothing in 2 rows. Also another little storage nook in this corner, which is always a good feature. The more storage, the better. As we walk through this plan, this is a 2,720 square foot home. It's called the Rosemont. That's what the name of the floor plan is. There's actually 9 floor plans in this community, which I found out from the sales rep, and prices range up to about $400,000. They may peak above that, but as of this moment in time, the largest lot, which is a 1/4 acre cul-de-sac, kind of like pie-shaped lot, sold for $396,000. And that's the only home that has sold so far. So it tends to be the case that prices trickle up as values trickle up once the community becomes more built out. So just speaking in terms of today. They're still building phase 1 right now, but there are phases 2 and 3 coming soon. They also offer 3 different interior packages. So there's 12 exterior color/finish combos. There are some upgraded features in this home, as you can probably tell, such as the taller baseboards, the appliances, the light fixtures, and just the finishes. I really love the gray countertops. I'm not normally a gray person. I prefer white, but this is a really nice touch. Just gives a little pop in the bathroom since everything else is white. Here you have the white, chunkier subway tile. I just love this black wrought iron horizontal, I guess you could call it, railing. The laundry room is right here in a pretty convenient area in the center of the home. Doesn't take up too much space. It's just kind of a peekaboo closet. I love that they have their dog bowls here on the floor. And while we're down here, the color of this flooring is just a beautiful, warm, kind of an almond shade. It's just gorgeous. So up the stairs we go. Don't leave me just yet because there's a lot to see upstairs. One of these features is so cool. I absolutely love it, and I have never seen it in another model home. So this staircase is broken into 2 sections, kind of splits it up for us lazy folks who prefer a 1-story home, kind of cuts it up so it doesn't seem like it's really that many stairs. But look at the size of this game room/loft. I personally would have a playroom here because I have 1 kiddo, almost 2, so the toys have to go somewhere. But look at the size of this sofa. This room is just massive. It has 2 beautiful windows bringing in natural light. And I love this chalkboard wall where they have their kids' desks. Artwork could go on that wall, whatever you want. But then running down this hallway, you have your other bedrooms. There is no shortage of closet space in this home. Here's a nice little linen closet. And then the same color scheme is carried from the downstairs bathrooms. I would have put a second sink up here, but no big deal. That could always be changed. It is also nice to have a lot of counter space. And then back through here, you have the toilet and the tub shower combo. So last section of this huge home, we're going to take a look at the 3 bedrooms here up on the 2nd floor. This one is set up as a nursery. This is so cute how they did the plaid paint on the walls to make it look like it's crossed over. I don't know how they did that. That's awesome. Must have been a lot of work taping each of those squares. I like the shape of this room too. It's really unique. Might be a little challenging for a queen bed, but this could also be a designated office space or study area. And then across the hall here, you have your other 2 bedrooms. This one is more of a traditional shape, so queen bed could easily fit in here. Overall, Chapel Lakes is a neighborhood that works best for buyers who want new construction, great schools, quiet surroundings, and a price point that stays reasonable for the Montgomery area. Because honestly and truly, that is hard to find, a beautiful home with a great price point, because this is such a highly sought after and desirable area. A lot of that is due to the nature, but also the really good school districts. If you compare Chapel Lakes to other neighborhoods, such as the very large Wood Forest master plan community, maybe Fairwater or the Conroe 105 corridor, Chapel Lakes is the quieter, simpler, more budget-friendly option without sacrificing a lot of the quality, luxury finishes, and just some of the good stuff living out here in the peace and quiet. So it is really a standalone choice, and it's an area that I will definitely be recommending to my relocation buyers.
All right, so that's your look at Chapel Lakes and a walkthrough of one of the models. If you want real pricing incentives, or you want me to walk one of these floor plans with you in person, call, text, or DM me and I'll get you set up. I've got more Montgomery neighborhoods coming up, so stick around if you're shopping the area.